Hey guys, welcome back to another Bad Gas production. My name is Mark, and today's a special day for us at the Bad Gas shop. Special because our TransAM's getting painted. Now, it's been a really long road with this TransAM. I think it's fair to say that we underestimated the amount of work that was going to be required with this particular car. That said, this was our first car for our YouTube channel, and it gave us a chance to grow as a team and a chance to learn the process of video and posting videos and everything that goes along with that, which in itself is actually a lot of work, more than you would think. All right, let's roll the clock back a few days. So this all started with getting the car to Wayne's shop.
We pushed the car, pushed the car, pushed the car.
Yeah. As you can see, the Bad Gas crew has a new car hauler, aka the Hallow Hauler. We'll have a few episodes on this in the near future. Stay tuned for that. And that's one car loaded. Woo!
Mark, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm unloading the junk.
We called the car junk already?
Yeah. Everything's junk until it runs. Don't believe him.
Sweet. She's here. Ready to get painted. Sweet. She's going to be fun. Fun weekend.
All right, so here we are Friday morning, all kind of trying to do the final prep to get this thing ready to spray.
You doing, Mark? What are you doing?
Filming.
Figure we get some filming in.
Wax on, wax off.
Looking good, buddy. I took a second to do some video, but I was doing this too. What do you think, Wayne?
She's coming pretty good, bud.
Looking good?
Yeah, I think it's looking good. I think you guys did a pretty good job.
Thanks, man. Hey, Wayne, you in your happy place?
No,
No, it's not your happy place? Where's your happy place?
you can't say I did.
Maybe offhand when I told you.
I can't.
It's somewhere fun, I would say. Wicked.
All right, folks, here she is in the booth finally. It's not all taped up yet. Those wheels are coming off. That's tomorrow morning's job. Yeah, I think we need to tape that.
What?
I think we need to add like a
Paper there? Thin one.
a thin one,
Alright.
and then we just need to tape out the front window. So I'm on my way to Wayne's Hot Rods and Customs in Waverly, Nova Scotia. I may be biased, but Wayne's is one of the best hot rod shops in Atlantic Canada, if not in all of Canada. And I'll let Wayne talk a bit more about that when we get there, but we're extremely lucky to have Wayne's close to us and to really call the folks at Wayne's our friends. We picked this car up almost a year ago. And it's not that we're naive to the amount of work these cars take, but this particular Trans Am needed an entire floor put in it. And that in itself meant taking it meant taking the entire car apart and cutting all the floor out of it, putting new floor in, and unfortunately undoing all the bad things that people do along the way. So somebody had already started some restoration work on this car, and it's, you know, I wasn't there when they did it, so you never know what people decide or how they decide to do things. But for the quality that we wanted for the car, the work that was done before wasn't quite up to snuff. So a bit of undoing that and then starting from scratch with body work really took its time. Add to that this isn't what we do full time, and throw some other projects in the mix, throw a pandemic in the mix. You know, things just go a little bit longer than you always hope. So we're probably about a year. Yeah, I'd say we started about a year ago, and we're just at the point of painting this car. Now that said, a lot of fabrication went in, some custom fabrication as well, to the body, to the LS motor and fitment to that. So things will go a lot faster now. But that said, it's been a lot of work. So we're real happy to get to this point. After today, it'll be shiny and pretty. So what are we doing? We're painting the car blue. Almost this color blue, actually. Color my hoodie. Fairly similar color blue. So we're painting it blue, and we're doing a takeoff of the 10th anniversary Trans Am, which, if you really know Trans Ams, and in that generation there was a 10th anniversary Trans Am, or 10th anniversary bird, some people call it, where the Firebird decal that goes on the hood is larger than the rest of the decals typically are. It extends out onto the fenders, and there's a transition in the paint. Now the 10th anniversary was almost exclusively white as far as I understand. So the body would be white in that paint scheme, and then from behind the bird to the window or the cowl, it's a charcoal color, and that charcoal color extends over onto the fenders and wraps below the doors, and then sort of up behind the door up onto the roof. The whole roof is that color, and there's a few inlays of that color in around the bumper. So we're gonna do that exact paint scheme. We actually have that bird, that bigger bird, but we're going to do a blue charcoal color scheme, so slightly different, just because we wanted to put our own sort of custom mark on it. So stay tuned. We'll be laying down somewhere in the vicinity of 2 or 3 coats of base today, and as Wayne said, the car will take what it takes, so it could be 2, 3, or 4, who knows, somewhere in there, and then a couple coats of clear. That will be drying overnight, and then the whole car is going to get sanded, where we'll lay down a decal just for a moment or two to draw that decal out, on the car, and then essentially we'll tape off the part that's going to stay blue, and then paint the charcoal. The whole car will get sanded again, I think, after that, and then cleared. And I may have the steps off, but Wayne will explain as we go along. But man, a lot of work is going to go into just the paint part of it. Yesterday we spent literally an entire day preparing, from the moment the car got dropped off, preparing the car just to be in the booth and ready to go. And we still have probably just about another maybe 2 hours this morning just to final prep before we start to lay down actual paint. So for anybody who's not super familiar with this process, be kind to your paint guy, because an absolute huge amount of work goes into the prep to do this. Paint isn't something that just happens overnight. It's not something you just do really quickly. So be kind to your paint guys. Thanks for watching, folks.
Oh look, we caught Wayne having his morning leak. Haha. No, in all seriousness, he has to water down all the walls and the floor to keep any dust and particles from flying around the booth. Next up, here's a final blow of any dust that's on the car. So just finally blowing it off before it gets wiped down with solvent. So here Wayne's using an RM product called 901, and it's just a final wipe to get any dust or handprints or chemicals off the car.
Well, we got a little spray job here on Saturday morning for the boys over at Bad Gas. They just asked us here at Wayne's Hot Rods and Customs if we can spray the car. They did all their own body work and everything. So if you want, check out their YouTube channel, Bad Gas Productions. And apparently we're going to be doing some filming. They got a camera set up, but we'll see what happens. Pretty much just got to tack it off now, and then we'll start spraying. And we'll post some pictures later. Everybody have a great Saturday.
Alright folks, I'm going to cut this episode here with a quick sneak peek. Keep an eye out for the next Bad Gas production where Wayne will transform this car into an absolute work of art. Thanks again for watching, folks, and have a great day.